Hi, good afternoon. I'm Marla Ellerman. I'm publisher of Mobile Marketing and Technology Online and Executive Director of the Mobile Payment Show, and we're here today with Bill from Kount. Thank you so much for joining us at the Transact 14 show in Vegas. Bill is the Director of Channel Partner Sales for Kount, and he's going to tell us what that entails.
Well, my primary role and responsibility as Channel Partner Sales Director at Kount is to manage our high-level strategic partnerships and enable those partners and ensure that they are fully equipped to be successful in the market, either selling our solution as a white label reseller or a co-brand reseller, and then in some instances they are referral partner relationships as well.
So how at this show are people familiar with like fraud and what's really going on and how you guys can come in with this great technology and really help them?
Well, to answer your question, yes. And let me take a step back and just quickly give you a high-level overview of the evolution that we're starting to see take place in the market. So when Kount launched their service commercially several years ago, we entered the market at a retail level, and our target market was the small to medium businesses. And what we're starting to really see take shape and transform in the space right now is a regulatory and compliance issue in the market, where you've noticed that there's several big box retail breaches that have been publicly announced over the last several months. So awareness has not only been adopted, but has been spread throughout the entire market at every level of the market. So people are realizing that it's absolutely imperative that they have a fraud solution in place, not only to protect themselves, but to protect their merchants, because as we're seeing, liability is shifting upstream in the market from the merchant level, and it's going all the way up to what we refer to as choke points in the market, or gateways in the market. So these gateways, payment service processors, they're realizing, look, we need to protect ourselves, we need to protect our clients. So it's portfolio level fraud protection, merchant level fraud protection, and then there's some also added value ancillary benefits that come along with that as well. Business intelligence. So we're able to really position ourselves at a higher level within the market right now.
Right. So I think at one of your, I've sat in on one of your talks before, and you do give a lot of data back to the client, which I'm not for sure if any of the other fraud software providers offer, which is interesting. But let's just take the target breach. If they used your software, would that still have happened?
Well, if they had the appropriate preventative measures to see that they were being attacked on the front side, so having a deeper level of visibility on the transaction screening side, then absolutely. As a matter of fact, we could start to see that happening through our cross-order merchant linking technology, and identify and isolate exactly where the breach initiated. So,
and then you would identify that by like that red circle or whatever, and then a report would be sent, or an alarm would go off, or something would, the retailer would be notified, or you guys would be notified and you pick up the phone. How does that work?
Yeah, so at our organizational level, no, we're not notifying the merchant or the partner directly, but they would have a team that's responsible for managing their fraud operations, their loss prevention, that through our solution could see that on their back end in what we call our agent web console, where they have access to the information, and they'll see botnet attacks and different types of sophisticated fraud schemes that are going on in real time.
Interesting. So since the breaches have been going on, have your sales increased?
You know, we are on a very, very steep growth curve, so I would hesitate to say it's all driven by the breaches, because I think we would be continuing on a vertical growth curve right now. But it's just interesting that different players within the market that operate at a higher level are now realizing that they need to have the appropriate technology partner in place to be be able to provide not only themselves fraud protection, but also their merchants. And then also we're seeing, as I mentioned, the regulatory issues kind of come online, and compliance is being placed at that level in the market, and they're realizing this is where we need to partner.
That's great. Do you have anything else you'd like to share with us today?
I don't think so. I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and speak with me, and it's been a pleasure spending a few minutes with you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching.